Alright, hey guys, back Camp Race here today, and this is going to be a bit of a special race here on the channel, and I am recording this on Saturday just before noon. Hopefully I'll be able to edit this real quick after and get up on the YouTube channel here today before I go to work. If not, this will be up on Monday morning, most likely after Father's Day. But anyway, yeah, happy Father's Day, everybody. I'll be working my butt off tomorrow. But anyway, back here with CRL here in the 96 season, so this is just past the midway point of the season here at Texas Motor Speedway. I figure we'll do this race for recording because Texas is not in the year-long format schedule. And I'm not trying to recycle a lot of the tracks I'm doing recordings of already with the Cup season because we have Indy coming up there that I'll be doing recording for. And anyway, back here in the 96 series here today at Texas. Also, I will say too, I do love this Texas in this game. And this is, of course, not the current day one, the in-game one. It's a really fun track, actually. I like it better than, of course, the real-life Texas currently. But would I do a race here in the year-long format? Probably not. And in this video, too, whenever we get to the dead part of this race, usually sometimes, if it is dead, I'll probably talk a bit more about kind of the rumors going to next year and some of the other things about some of the drivers. And I guess some of the possible future drivers, too, because I am looking into that right now. But anyway, let's go look at your starting grid here for a bit here. Caleb Campbell, he is on the pole here at Texas. So, in this series season, there's been a lot of just dumb things happening in these races that has screwed me over as the player in this game a lot. So, I might have messed with the points a lot to where, even though I'm technically like 9th place, whatever in the points, currently right now 2nd place standings here. And, it's just been a very weird season for Caleb Campbell so far in this series here. And, hopefully this race will be good. Michigan was Caleb's last win, or no, I won New Hampshire last race, actually, never mind. Yeah, Caleb dominating New Hampshire. We're going there in the Cup Series on Tuesday as well. But, yeah, it's been a very weird season for that 24 car. William Bell's 28. He's kind of sitting there 12th in the standings right now in this series. Cameron Perkins and Carrot Gore by there around that mid-teens to 20 range. Carly C's up here too. And Jalen Bounds in the 5 car. She's had a dominant season so far in this series here with just 4 wins. Although Caleb is also at 4 wins too. Jalen has just been able to get better runs in these races. 4 wins on the season. Rockingham. She won Martinsville and North Wilkesboro during that 3-in-a-row short track stretch, which really pushed her in the points ahead, especially ahead of Caleb, because Caleb got screwed a lot in those races around there. So I got hiccups too right now. But yeah, Jalen Bounds having a very good season, and she got her last win of the season at Willow Springs, another track we don't really commonly run at on the Cup schedule mainly. Yeah, Jalen did end up winning there as well. Yeah, Rick Johnson we starting in front. Eli Johnson, who is surprisingly a top 5 driver. He was 2nd in the standings going to New Hampshire. I think he fell back to 3rd after New Hampshire. Then Alex Hartman, Jet Turner, Jace Turner, Joshua Bartlett. Jalen Turner quietly running good in this series, actually, this season in the points so far. Brady C, kind of there as well. Caitlin Calicio, she's been a little bit in the back of the season. Ben Campbell, he got a win at Dover in this series, actually, basically breaking an 8-year winless drought because he didn't race a lot after 2017. And everybody else here in the field, I'm not really being able to tell the cars are all very good here in this one. But anyway, here at Texas Motor Speedway, yeah, so I have 84 lap here in this one. And, yeah, so, like I said, I do enjoy running this Texas here, and this race was really fun when I ran it, whenever I did this race, well, I did it yesterday. But anyway, Caleb Campbell on the pole here in this one. And, yeah, like I said, it's just been a very kind of off season with how the results have been. Just the game screwing Caleb over a lot. So, kind of what I did is some of the results kind of makes it around where I put 24 as another driver or in a certain position where he probably would have finished. Because the game decided to either do unfair black flags, unfair, the AI being unfair, or whatever. This is what I hate about the AI when they run so good sometimes, is that they make the game unfair for me. And what they do to me, if I did the same thing to them, it would not happen to them. So, yeah, it's just been, Caleb is saying, hey, you know what, I'm not playing fair anymore, and I'm going to be like heel John Cena right now and just screw everybody over a lot. But, yeah, Caleb Campbell on the pole here in this one at Texas, and we'll see how he does here in this one today. I think he'll do pretty good in this race. Definitely being all business now, too, although he is 2nd standing 66 points behind Jalen Bounds in the race here in this one. And he is, yeah, like I said, jumped to 2nd place points, but yeah, Jalen, you'll see in the points after the race today, too, she has just been very dominant, even compared to the rest of the AI cars in this field. And, yeah, we'll see if anybody, like Eli, Latonya Gray, she's been up there in the points so far this season. We'll see any of them have an answer for Jalen. Anyway, come to the Great Plaque here in Texas. Caleb and William will lead them off here. and we are racing in the Lone Star State. And William Bales gets a nasty jump on the 24 card. That might be a point penalty. You remember Michigan in the Cup Series there? Jed Turner had a jump on Caleb, and yeah, Jed ended up losing 15 points because he didn't get the 24 back lead. The AI card, they don't like to give the lead back here, so good possibility we'll see a point penalty in the race for William in this one. But of course, Caleb does catch William in time though, so he's trying to right now. He'll not get that penalty. But anyway, come off there 4 here. Caleb getting around Kierton. Almost got wrecked by Kierton there, it looks like. And Williams does lead lap 1. That will be a 15-point penalty given to the 2018 million. Yeah, there goes Caleb right to the race lead, but a little too late for William there in that one. But yeah, Caleb to the race leader, Texas. So we ran this track in the Truck Series this year. Jay Turner won that race. I want to say Caleb did dominate that race, and then late race issues with a few wrecks happened at the end, and didn't give Caleb the win. Jay Turner ended up pulling one off. I forgot who he was racing for to win that one. But yeah, Jason got a big win here at Texas to start off his first win of the year. And Caleb, Jason, Jalen, especially in the Cub Series, they're back to the top 3 drivers in the points over there. Emma Bartlett, she is quietly knocking on the door. She's a driver I'll talk about a bit in this race today. And yeah, so more things in next year I'll talk about too. But yeah, Caleb leading early on this, like I said. So yeah, him, Jason, Jalen, they've really been three top drivers so far this year. It looks like the Emma right there with them. Actually, in this series, LaTonya Gray has been up here, and it's crazy to think about it because she's been like 16th or mid-20th in the Cup Series. Kirsten, he's up here early on this one. Jalen Bowles in 4th, your points leader. And yeah, William, I figured this would be this in the NHIS series I've been running would be good championship shots for William. I mean, he's 3rd in the NHIS and has ran top 10ish, kind of stuck in 11th right now in this series. But yeah, has not been able to win races so far. I mean, it's really a bit of Caleb and Jalen still winning a lot of the races here. And that's something else I'll get into here eventually in this video. Hopefully, talk about. Yeah, Caleb and Jalen, they have been dominant in the series so far this season. But or in this year in general. But yeah, so far, just trying to see William can get out there and get some more race wins, go for the championships here because he's only has one championship. And I realized too, going this year, Will and Brady C. They were the first champions in the CRL era, but they've only won those championships back in 2022. That was already 3-ish years ago, and they have not won a championship since. Braden and William, they are contending in the NHIS for NASCAR P5, which I am getting to the end of that series right now, here pretty soon. I'm in the final 4 or 5 races right now in that series, and yeah, Caleb Campbell is the points leader there by a pretty good margin over Braden right now. So yeah, we're going to wait to see if any one of these two, Braden or Will, could possibly challenge for another career championship. And they're both near each other in the wins. I mean, Jalen did pass them, and Jace is also in a league of his own. Him and Jalen are now tied in that league of their own, basically top 5 in the win list. But yeah, we'll see if they can make some runs here for championships this year. I mean, Will was runner-up in the Cup Series last year. And that's really all I can say for Will right now. Perkins, he's up here early on in this one today. In this one. Rick Johnson, he's running pretty good early on, too. Great to see up here. Alex Harvey, he's the top 10 points with Jalen Turner. Jalen, quietly in the front of the standings here. However, she's not won a lot this year. Only 3 overall wins, I believe. 1 or 2 of them came in NHIS, and then the other 2 actually came in the BMR era Cup Series, that last BMR era Cup season, Portland and North Wilkesboro. Yeah, Jalen Turner needs to find some more wins in the countries out so far. But, like I said with this game a lot, it's really more luck than skill sometimes. And it was funny because my friend Caitlin who won Daytona, once my boss asked who won Daytona, I said she won. He's like, how did she win? I was going to give a sarcastic answer for something going on at work, but I didn't. And instead I said, well, it's more luck sometimes in Daytona than skill in this game sometimes. And, yeah, that does hold true for Daytona. Because, I mean, Cam Spinner did end up winning there in the first race. And yeah, we ran that Daytona race last Saturday, and yeah, Spinner ended up winning that race, and he did have to get around New Hampshire, right now second in the middle of the pack here early on in this one. And another driver I'll talk about, Trinity right here, Trinity Wells 94. She got hurt. She got herself a win here in this series at Sonoma, currently running the 81 for the rest of the Cup season on the CRI side, which I was already thinking about this week if I would bring Kylie Markham back or not. I'm not really sure on it right now. I would love to. But, it's kind of where I think, like, if you're going to be friends, talking in real life and not, there's just a lot of that, too. And, I mean, I'm already, like I said, working on some of the 2026 roster stuff. She's not really penciled into a possible spot anywhere in the roster. Because I already kind of made all the teams I'm thinking of for next year, along with the drivers. And I have 3 drivers on the list after that I don't really have a team for yet that have also not yet raced in the CRL. Actually, there's a 4th one. Not really sure if yet, but you know, I'm really just waiting to see how everything will be whenever I end up moving later on here. Also, that's something else I'll talk about too in this video here in this one day. But yeah, Trinity, just want to give a shout out to her. She's ranked solidly top 10 in standings in this series right now, showing why she might end up being in a CRI car next year in the Cup Series. Yeah, currently one last in here in this one. Caleb, he's actually gone from the rest of the field here. You know, Caleb will usually mess around and sometimes let the field catch up, but I think this race day, especially how the points are and how he's been treated in this season, I think we're going to see the Lone Ranger come out, and the angry Lone Ranger come out and dominate this one. So far, 12 laps in here in Texas. That's exactly what Caleb is doing, and I'm going to cut a couple laps, and we'll be back here and get a couple laps here in Texas. So yeah, Caleb about laps in the field here, and yeah, 16-second lead. Yeah, that's only 4 cars strong. So, like I said with Charlotte, I am using the same string put for the last race I did here, which would have been that Truck Series race. So yeah, it's kind of warranted that Caleb but yeah, you know, I think we ran this track last year in the 2000s too. Jalen was able to compete with Caleb at the end of that one, but I remember some crash things in that car. But anyway, you guys are in lap 20 here in this one. So, like I mentioned, I am currently starting to work on stuff for next year with the Cup Series mainly. So first off, I will say I have been posting a lot lately, some stuff about like before I move and stuff like this with the 7 CRL stuff. So I went and did some of the math for everything a couple days ago. So the last race I'll be doing, living where I am now, will be Darlington in the Southern 500. And yes, that will be a broadcasted race. There's only 2 more. Well, actually, there's only 6 more race dates for the Cup Series. I'll be doing it at this house. My main goal is to get those 6 race dates done, get this season done. We're past the midway point, just a little over more than 10 races. And get the NHIS will be very easy to finish off, and I think this series will finish off in July too. But anyway, so that's really my main goal. So Indianapolis, Brickyard 400, that will be the race after New Hampshire. I will be doing a broadcast for that because I want to do all the Crown Jewels broadcasts on the channel. And yeah, Darlington, those will be the only last 2 broadcasted races on this channel. I will have some time off or time out after July 1st to the 6th, and I'll probably do the race on the Macron 6 for the series too to get it caught up. And yeah, I'll be running for Chicago in the weekend there for the Cup Series. So yes, Darlington, that'll be the last race. And you know, it's crazy to think about because I was thinking about it. I've lived in the house I've lived in for 19 years now actually. And 16 of those years running all of these CRL racing series here. Nearly every single race I've done in this league, except for some of maybe 2014, 15, and 16, at my dad's late mother's house. And some more in 2016, and some 17, 18 races at my dad's current house where he lives. Whenever I went over there every other weekend, and my grandmother's house, did like 2 races there. The 2014 opener for the Cup Series. My mom's mom, by the way, not my dad's mom, but. Yeah, I remember doing Road America in 2016 there because of that finish. I remember doing there. And then moving to my aunt's, there have actually been some races ran there. Some 2017 races. The 2016 Brickyard 400 weekend does come to mind as well. So yeah, there have been some races ran where I'm moving to, and it's going to be very interesting when I move there because I'm not sure how the commentary side will be with me talking a lot in these videos will work out. But I do know the Bristol night race will be the first race back, because there will be an off week between Darlington and Bristol. And also, I do want to do the broadcast for that one as well. Just do the Bristol night race as a broadcast. I'm not really sure how that's going to work out just yet. But yeah, I can't wait for it all to start up there, and that'll be August 5th. And the way the Cup Series will end at Homestead will be September 23rd. So I kind of already have all the dates planned out for the rest of the Cup Series season. So going into next year, I will likely add 2 races to the calendar because I want to keep all the same races this year. Probably not in the same order. I'll look at the schedule whenever I make it. I want to do it because I am looking at adding 2 tracks, one returning and one new track I have in the game that I have ran before in the X Series last year. Denver Motorsport Park and Milwaukee. Those are 2 tracks I am looking to add next year in the Cup Series schedule. And of course, too, whatever series I want to do in. I do want to do a COT series again with the 2010 cars I have in this game with the 2010 mod. I plan on trying to do that in the fall this year, hopefully, but I'm going to see how it goes whenever I move and stuff like that, once again, like I said. And one of my goals with that series, if I do it, is some of the new drivers that I'm planning on having start next year full time will run in that series. I have 2 drivers currently scouting out from Camp Spinner series I'm thinking of, and I have likely right now 1 new friend from work I'm thinking of, but I'm not sure if I'm at her just yet. I'm thinking about it though right now. It's been a heavy consideration, and maybe some other people too. Maybe I don't know just yet, but yeah, just trying to get a hopefully up to a 30 driver roster for next year in the Cup Series mainly. And, yeah, just have some new drivers. Plus, I don't know when I move States Row if I would add any drivers from when I move down there. For whatever friends I end up making and stuff. Because, I just made a joke about with me being single, too. Is, me loving the fast cars and all the race stuff I do. Probably the main reason why I'm still single. But, it's probably fine for there. But, yeah, so, as Caleb is dominating this race here in Texas as well. There also will be one pit stop in this race, by the way, as well. Around, I would say, the midway point in this race. Forget when that's going to be. But yeah, Caleb Campbell dominating this race so far. William Bounce did lead the first lap here in this one. And, just looking at some of the running order here. Kiratan's currently in second. Jalen in third. William fourth. Rick Johnson running fifth. Also, one more rumor I will mention. I will be including Dodge, or actually, well, I guess an announcement now. I will be including Dodge next year in the Cup Series. Since I am doing the 2019 mod, there is a Dodge Challenger car you can use in there. Yes, I will be using it in the Cup Series next year. And I already know the team. Like I said, I already know some of the teams and drivers that will be running next year for one teams. So first off, I will say with CRI, it is already official. That's going to be me and Jalen there because we have the contract extension till 2029. Turner Racing and Bartlett Racing have no changes. The UK team likely won't have any changes too with Spinner, Bell, and Perkins. Like I said, I'll be including 2 new drivers. They won't be racing for the team, but they will likely be racing somewhere. One of them could end up running on a Dodge team. But I do have 1 Dodge team already made, and it's probably not a surprise who has a Dodge team because they have ran Dodge before on this channel. But yeah, they will be running Dodge next year, and there are some other new teams as well, especially within the Ford pipeline. So a lot more of the other manufacturers have more teams compared to how Chevrolet has been dominant with the teams this current year, basically. But yeah, it'll be very interesting going to next year and just seeing all the changes we will have in the league for next year. Yeah, KOK will currently dominating this race so far in this one, and I think I've really hit on a lot of the changes already here in this part of the video for next year. But it's just really too with me including new drivers, especially in my life, just include people I think would like to be doing racing as well, because I was gonna put it on my socials anyway. I'm open to letting people on my socials come into the series. I was kind of my friends stuff about work and stuff. But also too at the same time, I'm just because I don't want to just include somebody or be like, oh, I'm in this series now, that's cool, or something like that, or just they don't respond at all sort of thing. Which was a big issue I had this year, building up this year when I did my last one of my last recordings at Michigan and Daytona, of course. But I think it's definitely died down pretty good, and I've had a pretty good racing roster right now. But yeah, we'll see how it goes here going on later on. But anyway, I'm going to cut a few more laps here. There's really not much going on. Caleb Campbell lap 50 field. So yeah, I think close lap 50, we'll have piss-offs here in this race, and we'll be back here in a few moments. So I'm going to note one thing real quick. Just watch the video here. Actually, we'll go back onto the camera. So, yeah, you see Emma and Cam racing each other. I just scrolled through there on the running order, probably on the video. Y'all probably saw they're a couple laps down. Well, here's why they're a couple laps down. Surprisingly, no caution here at Texas Motor Speedway. Yep, they both just wrecked. Spinner Bartlett going to turn 3 wall. No caution coming out. The game is treating them like it's treating me. Yes, cautions are turned on, too. I don't know why no caution came out for this. But anyway, yeah, Spinner Bartlett both just wrecked here at Texas, and they are out of the race here on lap 35. Alright, back here in Texas, lap 41 here, main 4. So, yeah, Caleb Campbell, 1 second faster than the rest of the field. Rick Johnson's taking fast lap out, just curiosity looking at that, seeing if they updated so far for the race. Also, yeah, he's left the field one time already in this one, and we just saw the wreck there with Emma and Cam right when I went to break. Yeah, I remember doing this race, and they both just randomly were on pit road. figured something happened to both of them. I saw skid marks on track, and I was thinking the whole time, like, why is there no caution that came out? Usually whenever I get right by myself, I always feel the caution came out for that one. But yeah, unfortunate for them, especially Emma and Cam have some good runs lately too in the series. But for Emma being top 5 in points, and looking at the top 10, yeah, Caleb and Jalen are the only 2 drivers top 5 in points right now that are in the top 10 in this race, and that's one big thing about this field too right now with Caleb and Jalen being so dominant. Everybody else, they keep running mixed up to where they don't run good enough to stay consistent with them in points. I mean, if you look at the Cup Series right now, though, with the year-long format, I mean, Jace is doing it right now to catch up to both of them. And, yeah, we're not really getting it here with this series right now with Jalen just kind of playing. Caleb is gaining a good bit right now. But everybody else, they are falling back. And after this race, you will see in the points, too, even if Caleb and Jalen keep it 1-2 right now in this race. But anyway, we're about to see pit stops here. I'll probably go let pit stops run through here on this part, and then we'll go through some onboards on the race here. And I'll probably keep the video going to the rest of this race here in this one, or keep the replay going and not really skip any more laps in this one day. But yeah, right now your text so far, Caleb just staying on business here in this one, like he's doing right now after how the first half of this season in this series has gone. And just letting the field know, saying, hey, I know I appreciate that first half of the season, how y'all have treated me. So I'm about to give y'all my hell, I guess, basically, and just dominate the rest of the season. Brendan's working lap 45. Caleb Campbell keeping it up front here at Texas. Dang, Rick Johnson's still in 5th. That's impressive. Gray's top 5 in points. She's now in the top 10. She just passed Jalen Turner. There's Eli, who was second for a while in points. Actually, what's their lap time? Caleb's running 30, so yeah, that 24 is strong in this race today. I think in 2014 before now they're about to go down pit road here in this one, and that's just about lap. Started like the field 2 times here, but yeah, you want to go down pit road here first in this one. Yeah, Caleb Campbell, dominant race for your Texas. Really nothing much else to say about that here. Just going to keep on saying the same thing here. He's been very strong in this one today. But yeah, so lap 50 here in Texas. There goes 24 slowing down to go down pit road, and we will have a pit stop start here in this race. So there goes Caleb down pit road. Alright, so 2040 going down pit road here in this one, and yeah, so we'll see the field. Some field could lead a lap here. So like I said, Williams led the first lap, but Caleb led every other lap so far in this one today. Yeah, I think so the field went over 66 laps, but it was like Perkins coming down now, so maybe the whole field might come down together. So Caleb's originally planning to pit on like to split this race in half was the original plan, but they decided to go ahead and just come down now, and then they wait lap 50, just go and extend it a little bit so that way the tires are better the rest of the race here. And a fun fact too, when I was doing my career mode or some race, or trying to do a career mode in this game, and I remember the first race I ran on this track, I actually wore down the right front really bad. I mean, the race length was not really this long, maybe just like maybe 25% length or 20% length, or no, I think it was 15% actually. Like I said, I really messed up some really bad with the car because my right front tire died and I was slamming the wall for the last few laps in that race. And Jalen did get to the race lead for a moment, but Caleb, it was like he might keep it coming to the line there. JJ is going down the road right now, but Jalen trying to keep her dominance in the points here in this series here so far. A really strong season, and I mean, looking at it, she's winning the championships here without a doubt right now, and of course winning the races. Eventually, if she keeps on this pace, she could get and possibly pass Madison Yates in all-time wins. It looks like Joshua Bartlett's in trouble. Oh, he runs in the back of Jalen actually on pit road, and oh, does the 5 car got damaged in that? I didn't realize that. I remember Joshua getting damaged, and yeah, the 5 cars got some damage on the rear end. It looks like I see it. Yeah, the 5 cars got some damage. Joshua Bartlett does as well, and that's going to put him back there on pit road. He might be out of the race too here in this one. But yeah, Jalen Bounds, the second place driver, running all race so far with some damage on that car. They actually repaired it, it looks like, so they should be fine in the race anyway. Yeah, Kill will dominate here in Texas, and you know what? I'm going to give y'all some Texas-sized onboards because really, I don't feel like talking a lot the rest of this race here, and really nothing much to talk about as Cale Campbell. He has just dominated this one here in Texas here in the CRL96. That 24 car, very dominant in this one. Alright, coming to go to Texas now, and yeah, Kale's got like killed 2 times here, it looks like, here, coming around Keratin jail again. And how about Keratin having a good run day here in Texas, and, you know, he's a driver that should be getting his first Winter 2003 here soon, I think, because he's been pretty close, and one driver who's really wanted to get that first career win that, has been racing for about a better of a year now. I mean, he's won a couple races on the NHIS side, he's won like 2 of the races there, Bristol and Martinsville, and he got a couple of the, BMR, but, you know, you don't really get to see those a lot, so, yeah, Keratin trying to look for that first career win still, but definitely will not come today. Yeah, Caleb, he's been in another zip code all race so far. 2 laps ahead of this field. That is pretty crazy here. Jed Turner up to 4th now. I think he's been 4th all race. I just haven't paid attention to William Bounds in 5th, Alex of 6th, LaTonya Gray 7th. So, yeah, Gray, who's kind of 3rd in the standings here, 3rd best driver this year so far. Running top 10. Kate Summers, she's running 8th here. Great to see. Currently, your top 10 in this race here. Ben Campbell in 21. So my dad, of course, with RJ coming up, he did get a win at Dover in this series. And that Dover race really taking me off 2.0 because some other things that went on in that race. He's driving in that one. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how he'll do the rest of the season here. You know, just running a one-off series here. And his last one before that was 2017. In the B. Martin Air Series at Texas World playing so yeah, we're running Texas here today in this one. As we're just under 10 laps ago, this one Rick Johnson back 13th. But good run for Rick Johnson so far. He's been kind of a bit of a backmarker-ish driver so far this year. So good to see him get up here and have a good run day. Nick Owens in the mid-teens here today. So Megan Bell, we haven't really heard from her a lot today in this race. Jace Turner, who's surprisingly been 15th here, and you know he's running top 3 in the Cup Series so far. Trinity back here in top 20, she's been running good so far this year, but not a great run day. Along with Eli Johnson, he's been top 5 all year in this season so far. And yeah, surprised to see him not run so well. Then you got Austin Caldwell here, Gracie Bartlett, Carly C, and Kale Campbell leading the rest of the race here in this one. As we're just over, just about 6 laps to go here at Texas. And that 24 car just keeping it out front here so far in this one. And I think, was it? Yeah, it was lucky New Hampshire. Paulo got a 50-point penalty because he about-wrecked Caleb before Texas Motor Speedway. And, yeah, 24 car, a dominant race here today, Texas. I want to say in the Cup Series, Caleb has either 6 or 8 wins here in Texas. Normally, this style of the oval tracks, Caleb's really dominated in the year-long format every season. He first raced in 2010. So, yeah, he has a lot of wins on these tracks. You know, like I said, with Charlotte 600, most 600 wins, most Charlotte wins overall. And, I mean, no surprise, Caleb ran nearly every single league race here. And, you know, I didn't look at what my career, I don't even know what my career stars would actually be. I just know I didn't run 2 series or a lot of the early day races for the Golden Era, of course. And, you know, if I subtract his race, I could probably find a win percentage. I would not be surprised if Caleb has like a 50% win percentage or like 40, 30%. Because of the amount of races he's ran and won, basically. Or maybe, you know, it probably is 50%, honestly. I doubt I'd get like 60 right now. But with 2 laps here at Texas Motor Speedway now, Caleb's has had a dominant race here at Texas Motor Speedway, of course. The one race I decided to broadcast in the season is the one where Caleb's going to just thrash the field all day. But coming to the white flag, this time by Texas Motor Speedway, no surprises, it would be Caleb leading this one. White flag in the air, 1 more lap to go. And yeah, Caleb just a very strong run in this one. And however, a good day though too to have this type of run after how the rest of the season has gone so far. Then actually one more final time here, and we go to New Hampshire too on Tuesday. That is a track that Caleb's been strong on too. You could see Caleb go for the win there, but it might be a little bit difficult. When it comes out turn for the final time, Caleb Campbell, he will see the checker flag once again, the winningest driver this year and overall in the league. He has another win here today at Texas. Caleb gets the race win here. There's Jalen Downs will finish second, about two laps down here, unfortunately, though, for her. And everybody else got her for, I think, Gray, a good top 5 for her today. Kate Summers getting up here near the end of this one. And, yeah, rest field come on by, and Caleb Campbell will come around and do his race win celebrations as he is your winner here at Texas. So here we go with the results here in this one now. So Caleb Campbell does win the race here and he dominated his race, like I said. Jalen Bell's going for to be second here, and yeah, Jalen definitely be keeping the points lead pretty good. Caleb will gain some points with her day in this one though. Carrington got third, Gunnar from Jet Turner, Latoya Gray, Kate Summers, Alex Arm, William Bales, Jalen Turner, Bracey your top 10. Enter Bellsfield here, and yeah, Joshua, the Issue Pay Road, went 10 laps down there in this one, and yeah, Caleb just dominated rest field here today in this one. Like I said, Caleb was just standing on business this race after how the last few races have gone, so I'm not really surprised he was able to dominate like that. But yeah, definitely beat the field up in this one, I would say. But yeah, so here are your points here for the series here. So we're just right to start second half season here, basically. In this one, Jalen Bales is your points leader, 56 points over Caleb Campbell. Then the next best driver is Latonya Gray, 100 points behind Jalen Bales. Yeah, Jalen's been very dominant in the series, like I said, compared to everybody else field. And actually, I looked at the top 5s, top 10s a few days ago before this race. Of course, Jalen would still lead all this. She's like the only driver with double-digit top 10s and top 5s this season. So that's why Jalen's been very strong here in the series. Eli Johnson, Jalen Turner. Jalen Turner, good for her to be top 5, but needs to get that win. I mean, she's definitely really good into points here so far, I would say, where she's running. Trinity, then Emma, Ben Cable, top 10, Bracey, Alex Harmon. And you know, Ben being oldest driver in the field, basically, top 10. He still got it, I guess, a little bit here in this series. But, yeah, the Jet Turner, William Bales, Carrie Gorby, Nick Owens, Jace Turner, Cam Spinner, Megan Bell, Case Sanders, Cameron Perkins, and Rick Johnson are your top 20 points in the rest of your field here in these standings. So that'll do it for Texas. Really nothing much else to say. I probably won't do another recording for the series till the finale at Atlanta to get that finale recorded. If Jalen gets a championship or not easily, I mean, she's right now on the road to get it easily, but Kayla's been very strong the last few races as well. Yeah, and I'll be doing New Hampshire on Tuesday for the Cup Series, and like I said, next broadcast race on this channel will be the Brickyard 400 from Indianapolis for the 2025 season, the 20th annual Brickyard 400. And it's Mikael Campbell, Camp Race League signing out day after this race, and I'll see y'all in the next one.